Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Michael Benefield here, and I just wanted to pop in with just a few words. I'm out here cleaning out the storage. Me and my wife, we had a lot of things in the storage that we finally decided that we don't need, and we can also save the money instead of just keeping stuff in storage and having to travel back and forth, and we have enough space at the house. And so as I'm cleaning out the storage, I just kind of realized that us as people, we can kind of be just like a storage. We can hold on and accumulate so many things over a course of years or a course of weeks or a course of months. And as time begins to go on, we can kind of hold on to things that we really don't need anymore. How many conversations have you been in that you know you are not a part of anymore? How many friends do you have around you currently that you know that you've outgrown or that you don't need to keep company with anymore? See, a lot of times what we do is we keep stuff in a storage just in case we want to go back to it. I'm going to say that one more time. We often keep things in a storage, in a safe spot, so when we're ready to go back to it, we'll go back to it. So just like that ex-boyfriend, that ex-girlfriend who you know you don't need to mess with anymore, you keep them in a safe spot so that way if nobody else loves you, you can run back to them. And just like those old conversations that you know you've outgrown when God has changed your language and when you have just a new way of thinking, a new way of talking, you keep those old conversations in a storage so when the right people who used to be around you come back into your life, you pull those old conversations out of storage and you bring them back out when the time is necessary. But I really feel like that going into the 2020 year, that we need to make more of a conscious effort to clean out our storage. I mean, it's just like a cell phone. If you have that phone and you have too much stuff in that phone storage, that phone won't even operate right. It'll keep sending you updates and keep sending you different things to let you know that, hey, you need more storage. Either delete some stuff, get rid of some stuff, or update your storage. And just like a phone, we can sometimes just overload ourselves with so much stuff. We don't really take the time out to just declutter our lives and to get rid of just different things that we know we don't need anymore. So I didn't want to stay on long, but I really feel like that there's many of us out here who really need to go into the new year with a different perspective, a different mindset, just a different outlook on life that will kind of help us come out of the old place that we once were in and kind of go to the new place that God is desiring us to go with our lives. Because if we remain in the same spot where we're comfortable, then we can never grow, because our minds and our spirits are just so clogged up with things that we don't need anymore. And in order to be effective in a new year, we first need to start with today. You don't have to wait until the beginning of 2020 to say, well, hey, it's a new year. Then you go into the 2020 year with the same thing you had in the 2019 year, because you've never overcame it. You've never decluttered yourself. So those things will eventually come back out. You know, you'd be like, well, I thought I got rid of that. And you actually come back to it. It's in your storage. You never went to that storage to get rid of it. So it's still sitting there. The best way to overcome anything in life is to first see how it started. How it started, why is it a repetitious cycle, and how you can overcome it. Once you figure out where the root of it is, that's when you can finally get rid of it and get it out of your storage. So if you have any friends that are around you, if you have any just ways of thinking that you know you need to get rid of, just some actions and some attitudes that you know need to be lined up, I think the best thing that needs to be done is to really just declutter yourself. Take some time away, take you a break just to kind of analyze your life, to see where you are, to give yourself an opportunity to actually overcome some of these things that you've tried to overcome. Because if you keep allowing yourself to be in that same environment, then some of that stuff that's in storage will come back out. Some of that stuff that's in storage will still be there because you haven't went to the storage to clean it out. So rather than pulling these things out of storage to use and then put them back, how about take them out of storage and remove them permanently? How about throw them away? Take them out of your storage, period. You only want things in your storage that will benefit you and that will be a valuable asset to you in your growth in the future. So when this video is over, make sure you find what the things are in your storage that you don't need anymore. You don't have to clean the complete storage out, but you just want to make sure that you have only what you need in there that will help you continuously grow, because not everything that's been placed in storage will be bad. I went to storage today, and some of the stuff that I saw in there, it was not all bad. Some of it still can be used, and some of it still is very valuable. But what we don't need, I'm pretty sure we're going to get rid of it, because there's no need to just carrying stuff around and having just more clutter when we're trying to get rid of some things. So remember, declutter your life, get rid of what you don't need, keep what you do need. So Michael Benefield signing off. See you guys in the next one.